What's up, guys, and welcome to part 3 of Pillars of Eternity. To give a quick recap of what happened yesterday, we got out of the first dungeon. We saw some crazy ritual going on with some creepy dude, had some flashbacks, gained a new power kind of thing where I can see, I don't know what I can see. Anyway, we're heading to the new town. As we were walking down, exploring the area, we found a little dwarf man. We talked to him, and he likes us now because we saved him from all these bandits. And that's pretty much all that happened. So we're going to unpause.
Hey there.
We're going to continue to explore, and actually, we're just going to head to the town now. I think that's all we got to do. Right? Am I right? Yeah, I think we're going to go south. Map. Gilded Vale. There we go. Easy. Any weapon, shield, or suit of armor. Okay, never mind. I don't want to read it anyway. It's fine. Addendum added. The Gilded Vale. Ah, lovely. I like it. I like the decor. Is it Christmas already? These guys are coming to give me my Christmas present. That guy's Santa Claus.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Looks like quite a few recent vacancies, to be honest. I might reconsider your lord's offer, to be honest.
Nonsense. Gilded Vale is a perfectly suitable village for those who respect the Lord's decrees. Besides, you won't find a better offer anywhere else in the Deerwood these days. And you look as if you could use a fresh start.
I'm actually doing pretty well on my own, to be honest. And it looks like I won't be doing too well if I stay here.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
That's a rather personal question, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of... I'm single. Never been married.
And an important
Never
one,
had a child.
nevertheless. Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Okay. Would you kill me if I had?
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
I can see it's that tree right there.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
I don't feel comfortable telling anything to this man. Yeah, about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy, I don't really actually know what you're talking about, to be 100% honest. I feel like this is a really important thing I need to say, though. I can wait. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Ingwith and ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw somebody attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath have mercy. We certainly have. I don't think so. Just as they finish, there's a Beowick. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a Beowick, you wouldn't have been standing here. Okay. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It is important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. I want to know about this. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been the scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whispered. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. My bad. Lord Raedric's decrees seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. He nods. I guess I have to say this. I've been feeling strange ever since the close call with the Beowig. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Raedric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Man, Raedric? Radric? The guy who wrote this named Rick, and he named himself Rad? Never
But
mind, that was
if
a
you're
terrible
set
joke.
on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay, goodbye.
Keep out of...
The bell. What's that mean? I'm listening.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
Oh, there's gonna be 3.
3. Gods have mercy.
Can I get 4 tolls, boys?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Fantastic. Everything is ill-timed for me,
3
honestly.
bells toll only for the death of a Raedric. I fear Lord Raedric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
I'm kind of little myself, so I'm not gonna say that. What happened? That's all I got. What's going on? He shrugs his one bony shoulder. He only has one bony shoulder? The other one's muscly. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not of your concern. Does this affect the Lord's new offers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise to get some rest, the inn or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Farewell.
Yeah?
I know this guy. Is this?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
I do know it. This is my man's. Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Strange way to talk about your dead. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now. Seems like no right way to talk about it. I'm looking for somebody who can help me feel better. My condolences. Okay,
Hey
that's
there.
it. That is it. We don't get him till later. I knew that. Don't question me. Temple of Eothas. I suppose we go to the inn. Aloth is there. Let's go talk to Aloth. Come on, my little man. I pretty much play exclusively in fast mode, so I hope that's not a problem. You see 4 people gathered by the door and to the end. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf. I'm not an elf. I was like, elf bros, but I was like, I'm not very smart.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
It's one of my favorite characters.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Ooh, a fight. What's going on? I'm curious. One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show what these fancy Adiri manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I like it.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
Oh, I like it.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
This Aloth, I'm pretty sure, is also another guy from Critical Role. He sounds really familiar, but I cannot place it.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay. Oh, there's an elven woman as well. What would I say? I'd be unnecessary. Oh. Wouldn't you guys rather be inside drinking, honestly? Okay. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Well, shoot. Look what I got myself roped into. Whatever, I've got magic powers. Back off. Bruh. These guys are squishy. Stab. Stab. I'm powerful. As the last of the attackers fall, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
You mean for slaughtering them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of the fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
I mean, how'd you... I'm really curious, yeah, but that's kind of... Anything else? What was going on? Yeah, you better have more to say for yourself than that. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with the caravan, but we were separated near some ruins. Separated? We were
In
killed.
Griffin Ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Several hooded figures operating a strange machine. Alec goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Just how did you manage to cross those three drunks?
I'm
even though I
afraid
can
that was a
assume so?
matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
I mean, you did tell that one man to go frick his sister. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks like he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard that you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. This guy's got, like, something. I'm curious. Like some sort of possession, or maybe just some weird personality disorder. I'm curious, man. What are you doing in Gilded Vel?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Yeah. And you? Honestly, he's a wizard. He might know something about souls. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Nice. His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and follow rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Well, I should keep
As
going.
should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go.
Excellent. I shall follow.
Boom! Boys! First follower is the wizard, Aloth. I told you guys about him.
Hey
I
there.
knew he'd come. I knew he'd join me. Give me everything.
Mm-hmm.
We just robbed those guys blind. Okay, first of all, formation. I have better armor, so I will be in front.
Hey there.
Okay. Let us go. Normally, I explore every single freaking building in the entire game. But,
Hey there.
I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm just, gonna keep it pretty streamlined. I'm going to definitely do, like, a bunch of the side quests and stuff as well. Oh, I can level him up. His lore is already really freaking high. I guess he'll be our spellcaster. Oh. Athletics. Alright, we went Chill Fog and Blast. That's about it. That didn't take me that long. I remembered.
Hey there.
Hold on 1 second, my dudes. I've got to use the restroom. Okay, we are back. What were we doing? Talk to the innkeeper.
Welcome.
That's what the dwarf told us to do. Hello and welcome to the... Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already in the back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what would you like? What's up for sale? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking. We have the finest cook in the Deerwood. That was a quest? Okay. Let's see. Let's open up our stash and just sell a bunch of stuff that we have multiple of. Do we need a club? Do we really need a club? Do we need that many clubs? Hunting bow. Sell one hunting bow. Sell one dagger. Sell one club. Is there a way to sort? Sort button, maybe? I don't know. Sell, sell, sell. I like to keep one of, like, everything, so. Be patient. Be patient with me, just in case you never know what you need. There, that's good enough. We'll keep that. Okay. I need to give stuff to my guys. I do not want this. I can sell this as well. The disappointer. Take that. I think that hat will look good on him. Trade. Boom. Made lots of money right there. Late for dinner. Task completed. Let's go. Okay, how do... So I can access my stash when I'm in this area. What does this man have? What do I have? Let's up my armor. I'm always going to give myself the best. 9. What's this? 7. 6. 5. Oh, so this affects recovery speed. I honestly don't remember what recovery speed is. Ugh. I don't remember. Well, I'll Google that later, honestly. I don't want to just take up everyone's time. Oh. He's already got a hood and it goes well with him. Oh, I have a cloak, don't I? Yes, wear this cloak, please. Sick. That's sick. That is a sick cloak. Alright. Hold up. Always gotta carry your tools with you. Minor regeneration, you never know what's gonna happen. Plus 5 max endurance for 300 health. Or seconds. Okay, yeah. That's all we're gonna do. That's taking for us forever.
Hey there.
Yeah, I just have to seek help on my condition. First, we're gonna talk to this man. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. Savory pie. A savory pie that will keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. This man has no standard voice. It fluctuates all the time. It's a rare disease called weird voice syndrome. I know. Terrible. What can you do, though? What can you do? Okay.
Hey there.
That was, those are all the backers, if I remember correctly. It's big stories. I'm not going to read any of them. Because there's a lot. I'm sorry if you guys wanted me to read them. Is that stealing? Is this stealing? Is it? Just in case it is. I don't know if it is or not. You know? What happened? No! Ah! Jeez, I'm an idiot. What? We leveled up? When? Anyways, survival just won. Mechanics! Next. Amplified thrust. I like it. But I don't think it'll be super useful. Oh, so I can learn right now at least? So we're gonna go mind blades. Next. And done. That's all we can do.
Yeah?
Why am I going slow motion? Oh, just so you guys know, I went mind blades and something thrust. Super powerful. Just damaging spells, nothing really interesting. They can hop though. It's a puppy. The sound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. I'm gonna pet the dog. The dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Okay. Dog petting simulator 3000. Oh, can I steal stuff? Is it stealing? Sure, take it.
Hey there.
It's not stealing.
This calls for a
Give me a
subtle
real
touch.
challenge.
Give me a real challenge. That's right. Awesome. Every game I play, all I do is steal stuff. Is that illegal?
I see where you're going with that. What did I tell you?
Oh, that's stealing stuff if I... Turn away! Blind him. Just kidding. Dang it, I want that stuff now. But honestly don't want to kill everyone, you know, get in trouble. So it's fine. Oh, sick. A scroll of flames, I think. Oh, I never leveled him up. Sorry, Aloth. You're a lore master. Everything's good. Lore. Next. Oh! We're gonna go necrotic. Okay, we chose necrotic glance and rolling flame. And that's what we're going with on this guy. Done.
Yeah?
Alright, we talked to the people in the inn. Talk to him. We need to find somebody that can help me with my spirit, mind, or sickness that I have. Ooh, happy music. Not anymore. Did not last long.
Aye?
Aye? Is that all you got to say for yourself, man? Aye?
Hey
That's
there.
just a smithy.
Hey there.
Alrighty. Let's go talk to this man. This is the smithy, I think. Tuatanu. This Amuma man is an oppressive... Crap. Tuatanu. This Amuma man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans. His thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tutus alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? I feel like that's his voice. What do you do here? You've come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Shh. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. All my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. Tatuan snorts, as if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in the village like this, and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous swords. Tuatun scratches his jaw, thinking. If you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for the supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Raedric. Tatuan glances at the nearby guard. And that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll see. I'll find your supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry up. Or they can take up farming instead.
Hey
I
there.
kind of changed his voice a bit, but it's fine. I like the latter part. So I have to go find his stuff before I can get anything from him. That might take a while. Just need to keep entering houses, I suppose. Top tier gameplay. Here we go. Bow, 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 bow. Who's this? Nanton. Nanton.
Good day, stranger.
Yes, I think I met him in the Valen one. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really too interested in talking to them right now. I want to go check out the bear, though. I completely forgot about him. Why am I zoomed in so much?
Sure.
Where is my music? Hold on. Like, it's playing now. Sometimes it just doesn't play. Bothers me. I want it playing 24/7. Cutscene. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat in our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets shot between the eyes. Gods hear me. Suena, I'll put you down like a dog. Come away now, lads. We'll be back. Trumbull, and we'll have a fair prices, or by the flame we'll have reckoning. That's how he talks. Against the grain, new task. I'm getting all these tasks. Tasks. Kind of like the hydro flasks. Whatever. An elderly man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises the club as you enter and shakes it violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. Hold on. I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers his club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swain has already got his claws into you. Gosh, that's all I need. What was that record outside? Trumbull shakes his head. Where to begin? Swain has whipped them up into a froth, going on about grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. And all I do with the grain is sell it. I can't create it out of thin air. I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops, they bring it in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale, and Swainer and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on this way to the town. The crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers, Trumbull gestures to the sacks and the caners, is gone off, rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go round. Swener's howling about after things he's no right to. Maybe I'll go talk to him. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him what we've been having a hard time of it, and I'll have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince him.
Hey there.
I'll get better. I'll get better at talking, I swear. It's a struggle. Talking's a struggle. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Mushrooms, eat them right now. We're gonna go on a trip.
Sure.
Just kidding. Nothing crazy about it. This house. Have I visited all the houses? I think so. Hello. A dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child. Uh-oh. For she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hello.
Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise when she turns and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice, too. Who are you expecting? My sister Kaliska. She died, I'm sorry. Is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came. Said she's gonna pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. She always was a tough one. She pauses. I don't suppose you've seen her on the road. Or the caravan, perhaps. It's Master Odemus. Okay. I'm sorry to break this to you, but unfortunately, I was with that caravan, and I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Alfred covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few minutes, she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kaliska was always so certain she could take on any danger. She sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I just can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Offers face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. She mentioned that you needed help. Perhaps I can provide the assistance you need. Offer looks at you with some surprise before dabbing at her nose with a sleeve. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. Offer wipes at her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kaliska as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in the Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor, she sniffs. With my man gone, I don't know if I'd manage if I lost my home too. Help Kaliska to help me. They said Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child from being hollowborn, but she moved south of Anslag's compass 2 seasons ago. The journey too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't know anyone else now. With the Kaliska gone, more tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? I'll find Ranga for you. Yeah, I'll find Ranga for you. I feel like it's the least I can do, considering, you know, your person got murdered. You will? Oh, God's bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay here with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of. Well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. She gives me 20 copper. Anslock Compass is what we need to call the lagoon to the south. You have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasps her hands together. Thank you again. Truly, you'll be saving us both. She sets her hand on her stomach, smiling through the tears. I am such a
Hey
good
there.
person. Let's see if I can rob her. Dang, she'll see it. Okay. Where's my music? I just need to open the exit music or exit menu.
Hey
It's
there.
like, oh, your music? Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry. I didn't know you needed your music. I'm gonna go check out this tree again. I'm supposed to find somebody that can help me, but currently there's no one to help me. I guess I could just spend the night. Maybe I need to progress time. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. Whatever. I'm gonna spend the night. Very story-based game. Gotta progress stuff. Do things like a normal human would do. I would like
Good
to
day
rent a
to
room.
you.
Oh, so expensive. Common room, please. I'm gonna sleep on a bench. It's very cozy. This is not a oh, it's just a common room, not the common room. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, I know. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken to find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman, whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she's mere inches from your face. Suddenly, your head snaps back and her eyes open. They are empty. Behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks the word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face, and thick droplets in your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Boom!
Hey
Quest
there.
updated. Let's go. Speak to a dead woman. Do it. It's fine. Normal people do it. I'm a normal person. Dead woman, dead woman. I would like to speak to you. Caldera de Baranzi. The squat, distended body of the elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bough that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh on her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you should reach out to it, touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out for the woman. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies beneath you and her new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt in your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness, in a space occupied by only you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she's staring at you with eyes still clouded in a milky fog. Her body still swaying in the wind, you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives you a slow nod of her head and the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost?
Her eyes...
Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
I need to understand something that has happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
Exactly that, actually. You're right on the spot.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Okay. What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, no, not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
Continue.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
I think I survived to be awake. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
I suppose it can be.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Yeah. You said souls break apart over time? Is that what's happening to me?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Okay, then. Well, I want to know about you. Do you know how to cure me?
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
What's exactly an animancer?
A student of the soul.
Trying to figure out what I need to
Something
do.
so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us? The best? Inspirations. Miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
I had other questions.
Of course, dear.
What did you... How are you able to speak to me? I'm trying to figure things out.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah?
Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
What did you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Trouble sleeping. I can relate to that. Like in the
You
game.
should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far.
Merwald.
Katnua, beyond the Black Meadow.
Finally,
He
some
will welcome
answers.
the company.
Okay, he will welcome the company. Okay, farewell. That's all I wanted to know.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
It was. I'm sorry you were killed, but Tom was granted Crucible of the Soul. What does that mean? I was granted Crucible of the Soul. What does that mean? Alanth looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you all right? You seemed lost just now. Wait, what was this voice again? Are you all right? You seem... Crap, I forgot. This happens a lot. You have to get used to it. He didn't seem to believe me last time I said anything. That's good to know, but I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows receded into his hood. Well, that is interesting. He gives you a sly grin. And I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything on Watchers? Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, he coughs. As you just demonstrated. Let's continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
17 and a half.
17 and a half what? The smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall, his pipe held against his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He guards you with a peculiar smoke.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person.
Not really.
I think you oughta.
Eddar's my favorite. I love him. What are you talking
People
about?
hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. So to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
I'm the sort that likes the drama. I don't like being in the midst of it. What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you in a moment, his brows arched, his smirk
I was
broadens.
smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked.
I was there for a while.
Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
I like it. Impossible. I don't drew half as much. So you're already familiar. Still, you'll have to forgive my curiosity. Round here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. Do you know what a watcher
Careful,
is?
friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here.
I'm a
Radric
cipher
especially.
and a watcher.
They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. You've been here longer. You're gonna die before me. That's how it works, seniority, you know? You think you're going to be hanged? Yeah.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, He's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Okay, the war? Why was your headman hanged? I heard about the war. Got involved. Raedric sent man down there the other day. Said they had it on good authority someone in the town was working with Kolsk, plotting Raedric's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one was coming forward, so Swithin, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed upon the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later, if not for plotting against Raedric, then for protecting me. What does the town have
The
against
wrong
you?
god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
All glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. That's not how he sounds, but whatever. If you're to be hanged next, what are you still doing here, man? Drinking mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out here that don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Someplace called Cade Nua. That's where the old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And a strange one at that.
Thanks.
But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Gotcha, man. I got you. You can pick the sights. I feel like he's good at it. Let's get going.
Yeah?
We got our dude. Let's level him up. Athletics. He's going to be... Okay. Yeah, defender. Next. Tanky boy. He's very tanned.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that is actually going to be it, guys. I'm out of time. I'm going to go get myself some dinner. Got a bunch of editing to do on these videos as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed a whole bunch, leave a like. If you enjoyed it a double whole bunch, leave a subscribe. Go subscribe. And I will see you guys next video. Peace out.